I don't know. It's the Strictly Christmas special. Welcome to Morning Live on the 30th of November. So very happy St Andrew's Day if you're celebrating today. It is nice that a few nations around the UK are feeling happy this morning. I mean, Reece said he wasn't going to watch the football last night. Dr. Oscar Mavis, did you watch it?
A little bit on catch up.
A little bit. It's hard being a Welsh football fan sometimes.
I wish I was a fly on the wall, Gethin, while you were watching the game.
Well, luckily for you, there is footage of last night because my friend who's English who came over to watch the game was filming me actually as I was getting a text from you.
That must have been the second goal because I texted you during the first.
He's got celebration.
All right, yeah, rub it in.
It was, you know what, from an England fan, well, English perspective, it was quite a relaxing game, especially the second half. So much so,
Why are you rubbing it in?
A little bit of shut eye. Woke up with a full-time whistle.
So you were so convinced you were going to win, you just fell asleep.
Third goal, and then I thought, a bit tired.
England,
45 along.
they were very, very good. They played against the very best for the rest of the tournament. Not watching the football, Oscar, but from a medical point of view this morning, there's a bit of development with regards to Alzheimer's.
Yes, another headline on the papers, which will be happy news for the English, Welsh, and any other nation as well. Very good news about a new drug for Alzheimer's. I'm going to be talking a bit about that, and also whether you really need 2 litres of water a day to keep you hydrated.
Okay, and we should say at this point there is a reason for the potato. He's brought a potato with him. All of that will be revealed.
Here it is. I will tell you all later.
Plus, Reece, you're here. Lots of party tunes.
That's
were
right.
going on last night. Hopefully more on Sunday for the next match. But it's also our theme this week in Strictly.
Well, yeah, the festive season's upon us, therefore the party season's upon us, and after the win, we're celebrating this morning. So we are doing party anthems all week, and we're looking at Karim and Amy's bum wiggle from the salsa. Yes, the bum wiggle. We will be doing it together, and it's not as hard as you think, okay? Just let loose. Let loose with me.
Everyone needs a bum wiggle for
Everyone needs a bum
Christmas.
wiggle.
Yeah. And one thing many people rely on, especially in the run up to Christmas, is parcel delivery. But every year, millions go missing or are damaged by being left in the rain or even dustbins, making delivery firms one of the most complained about businesses in the UK.
Yeah, I mean, we're all victim of it. We'll have been victims of it. But Mavis, why can't we rely on these delivery companies?
And it's true, why can't we rely on them? We need to rely on them at this time of the year, now more than ever. I mean, we are a nation where things get delivered to our homes. I mean, the Citizens Advice have released their annual league tables measuring the performance of the 5 largest or biggest delivery companies in the UK. What they found that all 5 scored 3 out of 5 or less for consumer satisfaction, which, to be honest, I know it's sad, but I don't find surprising. I mean, recently I ordered
What is
for
that?
my son online, a birthday present, and it didn't arrive on time. I'd paid extra for it to arrive. It didn't arrive. I contacted the retailer, funnily enough, because I bought it on High Street, and it turns out that this was the right thing to do, because if your parcel doesn't turn up or it turns up later, it's damaged, don't bother contacting the courier company. Your contract is with the retailer, so always get in touch with the retailer. Don't waste your time talking to courier companies on the phone. Go direct to the retailer, because only they can sort it out and replace it or give you a refund.
What about the people who purchase something and they're waiting for the parcel to come? They get home and it's not there. Do you go after the retailer again?
Again, you would go direct to the reseller. If you specifically ask for that parcel to be delivered to you, it's their responsibility to deliver it personally to you or to that address. So if it doesn't come, it's gone missing. Someone's stolen it. And so again, it is a crime. Someone's stolen it. Report it to the police, but go straight back to the retailer and let them know you have not received that parcel.
And I'm guilty of this. I quite often select the option if I know I'm not going to be in, to leave it with a neighbour or leave it on my front doorstep. Have you got any advice for any safer options?
I wouldn't suggest you leave it on the doorstep, because if you do that and you say you instruct them to leave it on the doorstep and when you get back it's not there, you've actually diluted your rights for a refund or a replacement. So there are safer options. Now you could, if you think a neighbour's going to be in and they're always there for you, then yes, say I want it delivering there. But if your neighbour popped out for something from the shops and they're not there and they deliver it, it's your responsibility. You can't go back to the retailer. So there are safer options. If you live in an area and you want to get something directly from the home, you can also choose a receiving and online delivery to or to a click and collect or a supermarket. I know there are places now called lockers, and what you do there is you actually have it delivered to the locker and you can pick it up at any time, and they're usually in supermarkets, garages, newsagents, and they actually have, there's a time thing on it, so when you picked it up they know it's been collected. So these are far safer options to leave your parcels rather than just saying leave them on the doorstep.
What if you get something delivered and it's faulty or it's...
What do you think I am, Sky Sports News?
Well, the first thing to do is, and I would stress this, really, is to open the parcel straight away. I mean, I do it all the time and my partner says, oh, leave that till later. No, I need to check it. And you do need to check it. Because if it's been delivered and it's damaged...
Think about it logically. They give them that draw. So England finished top and America finished second. So little Iran and little Wales, who didn't even win a game at all, go out. Come on now, be smart.
Give them the details of what's wrong, take pictures, email it to them. The thing is, if you leave
Well, you can't be real Cali Gaming TV if you're banging on about English football, can you? Say you're supposed to be from Liverpool.
You, they're going to say, well, you could have been you that's done it.
Oh, you're a Liverpool fan. Say no more.
Yeah. That is damage and you want a replacement or a refund. Does it sound like it? I think you're on.
I would message you. We've got a message here saying I paid extra for next day delivery for a present for my brother, but it took over a week to arrive in the end. Can I get a refund for that?
If you paid extra for a parcel to be delivered, and this happened to me, and it didn't arrive, I was going on holiday, I'd paid for next day delivery, you want to order your peanuts and stuff, it's like that, and they didn't arrive. I thought, well, I'd love to see you in a peanut. Anyway, they didn't arrive, so I thought, well, that's a waste of time, I'm away for 3 weeks, so I said, don't bother delivering them, you've not fulfilled the delivery, and so you can apply for a refund. It takes about 30 days after you've ordered it, but nowadays, I know there are postal strikes, so if you're sending anything through the post, Royal Mail, I think they have a little caveat online saying because of postal strikes, there may be delays. So basically, personally, I wouldn't be paying for next day delivery via the post if it's through the Royal Mail because of the postal strikes.
A full example, actually, on tomorrow's show, after one woman paid for an iPad and received a box full of water, Sheree Murphy looked into what to do if you order something.
We're through. That's all that matters. To let America have the draw, common sense, come on.
Well, finding ways to save money right now can be really tough, and if you or someone you care for have a health condition, getting extra financial support can really help make life a little easier.
For so many are missing out on benefits they don't realise they're entitled to. So Dr. Poo's been to find out more.
Right now, many people are deeply concerned about money, and issues around our health or the health of those close to us can lead to extra worries.
Very often, there is help on hand for the financial impact that health problems can cause, or support to ensure that you stay fit and well. But I'm worried that not everyone knows what assistance is available and therefore might be missing out.
More and more, I'm asked by patients whether there's any help available for a health condition they might have. And I have to be honest, I don't always have the answer. So I've come to meet Paul Steer from Citizens Advice, and I'm hoping he will.
If you've got a long-term health condition, you may qualify for a disability benefit. It's important to know that having that health condition doesn't automatically qualify you. It's about how it impacts on your daily life. If you don't meet the threshold for a disability benefit, that doesn't mean there's no help available. You may qualify for a fringe benefit, meaning that can help with your prescriptions. You might qualify with help with a gym membership, the eye test, there are schemes out there, the NHS low income scheme. And that is not just aimed at people who are not working, it's aimed at people who are working as well.
It sounds like there's plenty of help out there if you need it. Now, no one is suggesting you should claim simply because you can, but if you are entitled to it and you need it, then remember, it is there to help you. As Dave found out when his wife was diagnosed with dementia a couple of years ago.
Obviously, it's quite a frightening diagnosis to get. Tell me a little bit about that time for you.
Very stressful. Makes you wonder, you're going to cope, what life's going to be like. Would I have to give up work to care for her, which eventually I will have to do.
And probably the last thing that you're thinking about is what extra help or financial support might be there.
No, nothing at all. No clue at all.
With the help of a non-profit organisation called Fight Back for Justice, Dave was able to apply for a social care package for his wife, which allows him to continue working.
And how has life been since getting, the extra support that you've had?
It's easier, definitely easier. It's one thing off your mind, really. Definitely. You get on a certain benefit, and it opens the door to other things you can get. Of course, like a free road tax, council tax reduction, things like that. I mean, it's not all about money.
Yeah.
But it helps.
Benefits lawyer and founder Michelle Cardinal was one of those who helped Dave get his support.
We have a lot of elderly people that come to us and they don't think they qualify for anything because they've got some savings or they own their own home. There's very little out there that explains people might be entitled to certain benefits, and even if they just get that little bit, for instance, we had a client a few months ago that was entitled to £1.50 a week, but they were paying a lot of money out on prescriptions, so we gave them free prescriptions.
How do we help educate the public about what they can get?
Benefit checkers are always a good start. They give you quite accurate information as to what you might be entitled to, and things like grants, especially there are grant search engines out there that are really good as well.
Even if you're not severely impacted by a health condition, this government website can give you information on what you might be entitled to. It takes 5 minutes to fill in, and it could save you quite a bit of cash. For instance, some pregnant women and new parents could get up to £8.50 per week towards food and milk as part of the Healthy Start scheme. Or, if you have a family history of glaucoma, the second you hit 40, all your eye tests are free. And you might be able to
Fucking hell, you must be desperate to come in on my stream.
through local
Empty.
healthy schemes.
Being like a smackhead shaking because there's nobody streaming.
Lots of people that you never even think.
Why does everybody stock up on drink at Christmas? Is it just a thing? I thought people drink or like a drink have beer all the time. They don't just stock up for Christmas, do they? Come on, think about it. So Christmas Day is on a Sunday this year. So does that mean we class as Christmas dinner as a Sunday dinner? Why is it that desperate you want an attention to say, show me that beer belly, show me, I'll show you England t-shirt, that beer belly. Oh. Kelly, you're getting boring. I think you seriously need to get a life or get a job of some sort.
As you're 60, there are sort of discounts and savings that can be made.
You just live off a playroom.
It's called the Active Lifestyle Discount Card. £6.50, and with that you get access to a whole range of different leisure activities.
We've learned something new today anyway, so there's a lot of
show you this.
A lot of time people don't know of the different types of support out there. I mean, how has your experience been of that?
When I first fell ill with Parkinson's.
Stop watching sports, I'll watch what I want, you idiot. Go play it. I'm sure you do, you don't spend your time off a playroom, so you're not going to have a chance to play it. Too fat and slow. If you were in front of me, that's all I'd need, is just grab your scrawny little fucking neck and snap it for you. Simple as, that's what I'd do. There's your reaction. You know nothing. You've got nothing but playroom.
In medicine, knowledge is power. And it's the same when it comes to...
Sit on the couch too much. Oh, what I mean house, that's what a couch is there for, couch suite, whatever the fuck you want to call it. What, do you sit on a milk crate?
Find out what extra help you might be
You're an idiot, you're not getting no more reply back from me, you're just a fucking waster. You're a waster, simple as. You've got nothing in your life, that's why you're here. Nothing.
Really important to make the most of everything that's available.
You got nothing.
People often ask me as their GP, and it's hard for me to keep up to date, so using those calculators
Try to pick a cookie pie. Fucking bad things on the phone.
Links to benefit calculators on our website, and they will be available straight after.
I say we're going to benefit from your knowledge now. We're going to separate fact from fiction in the latest health headlines. We'll start off with the news on all the headlines today. Breakthrough drug marked as beginning of the end for dementia.
And this is really exciting. It's a proper front page health headline today, along with football. So this is lecanemab, which is a new drug which is being trialled for Alzheimer's and for Alzheimer's dementia. It's in early phases. It's not authorised for use anywhere in the world yet, but it has shown real promise. So what they do is they've shown that this drug can actually reduce amyloid depositions. That's a protein.
That's what you assume though. I at council, this is a private house. Rented paid. £650 a month. Rented paid. Stop being stupid. You've got nothing on me and you never will have. You're just a dummy on playroom saying the same thing to everybody else. You know, you don't come on till tea time. I'm on today because I'm not busy today. You don't come on till tea time, and who do you see? Callie. You know, let's band it.
So, you know, this study has also been done just on people with mild dementia.
In a 3-bedroom. Going on about kids, sits outside Wigan. UK needs to update the laws. You're a fucking idiot.
Which is a real breakthrough, and it might, you know, maybe
you're a fool.
The ultimate answer, but it might pave the way for one of these.
Okay, you've been carrying around potato with you. We're now going to tell everyone why you've been doing that. It's based on
try messaging again. What other foreign names you've come in with in past? You're just an idiot when you're going about kids. You keep going about council house or whatever you want, but as soon as you fetch kids up, you're just a weirdo, aren't you? Straight up weirdo.
Potato is where I'm famous in the family.
Is that right?
I'll give you some.
4-bedroom private house.
It's an interesting study. This is a study looking at weight loss and comparing.
Get it right.
Trying to lose weight.
You'll try out. You're just jealous fuckers, simple as. Simple as. And you will come at it with shite. No, you have fuck all, you have nothing. And you sit there, yeah, festering, jealous fuckers. Because you've got no going for yourselves. Every time you be off here all fucking day, and as soon as you come on, yeah, you see same people stuck in playroom constantly. Just there, you think, do they ever take a fucking day off? You sad. You probably either living in back bedroom in your mum's, being a stoner, or you're probably in a scruffy little fucking flat. That's it at the end of the day. So because you're in a council property, a flat like that, you get soon that everybody else has. It's funny. And the only thing that you've got minute in your life is that thinking that having a go at somebody on here and getting them and go, oh yeah, I've got a bite, I've got him a bite. That's your only excitement at day. And then your dick starts to grow to about that big. Fuck yeah, I've got an hard on now, I've got him a bite. There you go, that's the queen somebody else's. This is how sad you've got to go.
5,000 different people all around the world, 23 different countries, and looking at how much water we actually need. And of course, it's maybe not really that surprising. There's no food
You're an idiot.
So what they did is they managed to...
You're an idiot with no clue at all. Keep going.
And then they can follow the water from when you drink it to when it comes out of your body and see how much you need.
Okay, and how do you know when you're hydrated?
Well, one of the best ways is to just trust your body. If you're thirsty, then you need more water. Have a look at your urine. So if your urine looks like water from the tap, really clear, then you're probably drinking too much water. If your urine looks like some really dark homemade apple juice, then you are dehydrated. You should have more water. What we're aiming for is that nice, back to the Christmas table again, that nice sort of white wine, the pale white wine. You know, heading there, the so vintage, if you will.
Okay, that's good to know actually, hydration. Thanks, Oscar. Still to come on the show today in 5 minutes' time. I bet Dr. James Greenwood invites us inside the surgery to meet an old patient called Dylan, who's developed some concerning lumps.
Also, in 10 minutes' time, we'll exclusively reveal the first celeb to star in this year's Strictly Christmas special. And I'll give you a clue. She used to see the funny side in her partner.
Well, that's a good clue. It's quite vague though. It's quite... Reese, any ideas on that one?
Beyonce.
Beyonce, I mean, let's face it, they do get a brilliant lineup on Christmas.
I mean, it's a shout, you know, and she knows how to move. I'd pay to see that.
You know how to move, and that's what we need for Strictly Fitness. But who are we focusing on today, please?
We're focusing on my boy Karim. It's a party anthems week. We are looking at his salsa, but specifically the bum wiggle. Did I say bum wiggle on morning television? Yes, I did. Get used to it.
Bum wiggle. Looking forward to that. Get you in the Christmas spirit, won't it? Now, even though it's only the 1st of December tomorrow, it feels like lots of people are already getting into the festive spirits, gearing up for the big day. Can be an exciting time for families.
But it can also be a time many people dread, especially if they're facing their first Christmas without a loved one and grieving.
Hey, we're joined now by consultant psychiatric nurse Ishmael Straker, who helps patients deal with grief. It's let me see. Thanks for talking about this today. I think this is a very important topic, isn't it, in the lead up to Christmas. It can be really hard for people if there's someone missing from the picture at Christmas, right?
Yeah, absolutely. And I think what is really important to say is that grief isn't necessarily just about losing somebody through death. It can also be about losing somebody or a relationship. So it's quite complex, that feeling of loss over this period.
And for those people who are going through that, what's your advice to deal with the grief?
So I think my advice around it is always about being kind to yourself. I think that we talk a lot when we talk about grief and loss about the year of firsts, and it doesn't necessarily have to be the first Christmas. It could be your second, it could be your third, it could be your 15th. Christmas is a time for reflection. We look back on the year, we look back on our lives. So I think it's about giving yourself permission to be able to feel a little bit sad, even though other people might be feeling quite joyous, and that's the expectation.
Because it's okay to feel sad. Actually, you just mentioned there about, it hurts every year. It's not like it's just something that's happened recently. Caroline's been in touch. Tomorrow, it'll be 7 years since I lost my mum, and it'll be 3 years in March since I lost my dad. So Christmas isn't the same anymore for me. It's okay to feel sad, and it's okay not to feel guilty for having a good time.
Yeah, absolutely. And I think that is a really important point, isn't it? That, Christmas is full of memories. I will think about memories over Christmas. Even just listening to Christmas songs brings back lots of memories. It evokes your childhood, and it makes you feel, things that have happened in the past. So you're going to feel that, and that can build up over the years, and it is okay. And I think it's about, once we start to give ourselves permission for that, we can start to move through it a little bit more. I think suppressing those feelings and feeling guilty just doesn't help.
Yeah, so many different feelings, I can imagine. But what if you literally just want to switch off and don't want to do anything at all?
Yeah, I mean, again, it's about permission, isn't it? And I think that Christmas is so fast-paced. It's December the 1st tomorrow. Everybody's kind of gearing up for it, or have been if they're very organised. And you can feel right now like you're ready to do things at Christmas. You can feel like you want to embrace that Christmas spirit. But again, it's about preparing yourself for the fact that on the day you might not want to, you might want to take that step back. So just being mindful that how you feel now may change a little bit in the future.
It might be the first Christmas in, a few years that families are coming exactly together as well. What about new traditions? That can be really difficult, sort of remembering, but also trying to create new memories too.
Yeah, and I think that, if anybody has lost someone, we can want to embrace those traditions. We almost feel like it's part of our duty to do that. But you might not be ready to do that. So you may feel right now like, I want to make mum's Christmas cake because that's what we always did. It may come to Christmas Day where you think, I don't want to even look at that Christmas cake. So I think it's about feeling ready to continue with those old traditions if you want to, but creating new traditions. Go for a walk if you never went for a walk. Go for a drink if you never went for a drink. Think about new things to be able to do to create new memories.
time changes, and for some people you might be around different people at parties, or someone who has lost someone. How do you speak to someone or approach someone if it's their loss?
Yeah, I mean, I think that's probably one of the hardest things. I think that when it comes to loss, whether it is a relationship or whether it is a bereavement, people can feel quite awkward. They can feel like they don't really want to bring it up. They're not sure what to say. I think it's always best to approach it, to say, you know, this must be difficult for you. I'm here if you want to talk. I think it's important to not put your own feelings onto that person and start to evoke those memories yourself. I remember this, I remember that, this is how I would feel. I think it's about just letting people know that you know this is going to be tough, and if they need to take a step out of the situation, that's absolutely fine.
It's good to hear that. You know, I had some bad news from a friend yesterday, and I was sat next to the phone thinking, what do I write? I'm just going to write something, just so their phone bleeps, because it might just make them smile for that second. You know, it's really good advice. Thank you so much. And details of organisations offering information and support with bereavement are available at bbc.co.uk/actionline. This is the website you'll see when you click on. If you go to the Morning Live link, just there, and if you scroll down, you'll see all those resources to help you if you need them. Or you can call for free at any time to hear recorded information on 08000 158 707.
Well, something that brings comfort to lots of people is their pets, and something our very own Dr. James Greenwood knows all about.
He's invited us to visit his surgery where he's been treating an old patient, Dylan, the 11-year-old beagle.
Just like humans, as animals get older, they can be more susceptible to various conditions and ailments. Fortunately though, many of these can be treated with a quick visit to the vets.
One old dog who's been a patient for many years
Should we go on through to the room?
is 11-year-old beagle Dylan. Owner Charlotte has brought him in for surgery to remove some lumps that have appeared as he's got older.
It is quite common for pets to get lumps or bumps during their life. There are lots of different causes. Some of them may be harmless, other times it could be more serious. But it's always important to get a vet to check them out early on. Okay, well, tell you what, let's have a check over him first.
I want to know if Dylan's lumps have changed since his last visit.
I just think it looks a bit heavier.
I think it has grown a bit as well.
Yeah.
That does worry me a little bit.
When he lays down, but when he's standing in profile, I just think it's a little bit lower.
The main reason why we'd be taking these off would be because of the worry about how it's interfering with him able to urinate and things like that.
I'm keen to remove the lumps, but with a dog Dylan's age, you have to be sure he's fit for surgery, so a thorough checkup is needed.
Quite a loud heart murmur there.
And very quickly, I find something that concerns me.
So with Dylan, he's got a very loud heart murmur, which could be significant or it might just be incidental.
We need to investigate further before we commit to surgery.
Once he's had his pre-med, so rather than going straight into the anaesthetic itself, we could give him his pre-med and then get a chest x-ray taken. We'll just have a look at what his chest is looking like. Good, right.
Dylan is nice and relaxed from his anaesthetic pre-med. Okay.
X-rays.
Hopefully, a chest x-ray will give us a clue.
X-rays suggest he's gone into congestive heart failure, so that's fluid building up on his chest, his heart is slightly enlarged, the windpipe is being deviated upwards because of that, and that's now causing him to have this cough.
The good news is, it's something that can be treated with medication. Today though, the surgery is off the table. But while Dylan's still on it, I can take some samples of those lumps.
I've just inserted a needle into the lump itself, and then I've just drawn back with the syringe to try and pull out a few sample cells.
Although you can't take a sample like this at home, it is easy to check your pet for lumps.
The best thing to do is to just run your hand all over their body, so down their sides, down their back, underneath is really important as well, along their neck, over their head, both of their ears, and then obviously down the tail. And if you notice anything, then it's worth just giving us a call to have a chat about it. There's a few things that we'd recommend you take note of. Number one is the size. Secondly, it's really important to have a look at what the lump itself looks like. Is it red, for example, or ulcerated? Is it bleeding? Thirdly, how quickly has it grown? Has it appeared from nowhere? Does it grow very quickly, or is it kind of staying about the same size? All of these different things help us to categorise what sort of a lump it might be. But then taking a photograph and maybe taking a measurement with a ruler can really help you plot what's happening with this lump itself. Luckily for this old boy, the lumps look to be harmless lipomas rather than an aggressive cancer. So we have time to stabilise his heart before we take things any further in a few weeks' time.
Oh,
Dylan.
Dylan.
Good news for Dylan then.
It is, and he's in good hands, and he'll be back to see James very soon. And as always, great tips from our vet, James Greenwood. Right, we've got an exclusive email that's full of sparkle and sequins. We're revealing the first star stepping into the ballroom for Strictly's Christmas special.
Yeah, that's right. 6 brave celebs will be taking part, and the person we're going to be speaking to might be able to get some tips from their comedian husband who's appeared on the show before.
Good, that. Their podcast and chat show are hugely popular. Drum roll, please.
Hello! Good morning! This is exciting news. How are you feeling about being on the Christmas special?
Like you say, I'm really, really excited. Obviously, I watched Chris do it in 2019. I was insanely jealous. So as soon as I got asked to do this, I grabbed it with both hands.
Yeah, are you surprised at the amount of work it is?
Do you know what? Yeah, it's really hard. I have got so much more respect for anyone who's ever taken part in the show over all of the years. Like it's a lot. It's a lot of cardio. Let's put it that way.
There's one judge in particular that's very difficult to impress. It does help if you've met him before. Now, on your show, the Chris and Rosie Ramsey show, the show that you present with your very funny husband Chris, you have had Craig Revel-Horwood on this show. So, I mean, is this going to be a little bit of an advantage going into the Christmas special, do you think?
I'm hoping so. The fact that we're now best old buddies, he might let me off with a couple of like dodgy knee turns and stuff. But you never know with Craig, do you? You just never ever know how he's going to judge it or whether he's going to like it or not. So we'll see. I watched the show with my 7-year-old Robin, and he loves Craig, but he's also terrified that he's going to give us a really bad score. Now during the Christmas.
He is a bit nicer at Christmas, though, Craig.
He's a nice, isn't he?
Yeah, even Craig, you know, he's packed up.
And your Chris got to the semi-final in 2019. Is he giving you any tips, any advice?
He's trying to, you know. He is, and look at him go. Oh my gosh, I haven't seen that for years. Yeah, he's giving me tips, and he's just kind of understanding that it is difficult.
Oh, he's got fed up now, hasn't he?
Could not dance at
Stop
all.
making his phony names up.
He did so well.
But not bad though, for 33 minutes and all them messages. I don't know if he was off mine like that.
He was fantastic. He was so much fun to watch, and that's what it's all about, isn't it? You have got a brilliant partner. Can you tell us?
Sat there on my granny couch.
Yes, I'm dancing with Neil Jones and
England. Sat there, laid there, shagging there, on my £1,500 sofa, couch suite, or whatever you want to call it. Or as Hippie had put it, sectional.
He's really patient, he's really understanding, and he's such a good dancer. He's absolutely phenomenal.
So bright, isn't it? See you there a bit, look.
I mean, how is rehearsing going? I mean, a little birdie tells me, Rosie, that dancing, not just on Saturday night with your girlfriend, but you're actually pretty good at it. You've got a bit of experience.
It's good, isn't it, when you've got the hair too. Well, fans really.
Blue quarter fountain, and so I did a little bit of dancing there, and then I used to dance in
Don't worry, someone, yeah, well, what? Somebody probably else has popped up already. Irish.
This is something else. I thought it would be a little bit more step-turny kind of clicking and all that. It's not.
That's more Strictly
This is
Fitness.
really intense. Yeah, but like you say, I think I might have a little bit of a. I can move my feet. Let's put it that way.
I think you and Neil will be a brilliant partnership. Cannot wait to see this. Strictly Dancing special. BBC One, iPlayer on the big day.
Amazing. And some of you have been asking how you can support them even further. Well, we have the answer. If you've got an old bed frame in reasonable condition and you'd like to donate it to someone who does need it,
Don't you think they support them enough? Why don't they just say, can you give it to somebody who needs it from a foreign country?
Help deliver it to someone that needs it. All you have to do.
See, what they try to do with a lot of things is make the poor poorer and the rich richer. And if they're wanting something to give to somebody else, why is it they always seem to ask the people who are poor, never the rich? Because the rich don't give no. That's the reason why they stay rich.
We now turn our attention to a different project, and it's St Andrew's Day.
It's just a joke. England's always got to be a backdrop to everything, can't they? And it's same with the people who are from England. They'll attack their own people, but all these people are really sponging off them. They leave them alone. They don't touch them. Don't say no. Too scared. There's no such thing as freedom of speech now. It's like Qatar. They've got their own beliefs, and so does a lot of people, and that's their rights to have them. Why should England always have to be muppets where you got to accept everything? If you're gay, you're gay. Don't mean somebody else has to believe in what you believe in, does it? They're basically telling you what you've got to put up with and what you've got to, you know, say is right and wrong.
The Ben is a place I love. I've been climbing on this mountain since the early 70s. And in winter, when you're staying in the hut, you have people from all over the world, the French, the Italian,
Why?
the Spanish.
Yeah, would anybody?
And you meet loads of people.
I'm not going into it because it's bullshit. But, yeah.
It's just flying up the gas and the provisions for the hut.
The hut has a basic electrical supply provided by elsewhere, but cooking and heating is required.
Gas is the most important thing because that is used for heating.
These cylinders contain 2,000 litres.
I didn't know. So I arrived, I'm walking past that 6 shop, and it was someone in there who don't know me, so I didn't got myself back at 6.
It's all about the money. It's all about the dum 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 dum. Don't think it's funny. How the fuck's that?
Sorry, John's now.
Look at that, what's come across screen. Pick and challenge would like to use your software, including cookies, to analyse your performance and provide you with customers advertising. Install software except cookies. Nah, fuck that.
Yeah, just walking down John's. Out back away, I always go. Need to go that way.
Yeah. Go! Yeah. Hi from Canada, yeah, I've seen you before. You know what, you're doing well. I like that Buchanan who plays for Canada. I don't know if you follow footballers in soccer. Is it soccer titles as well, like Americans? But, yeah. Doing well, that Buchanan looks a good player. If you're right, no flip-flops. You know, you don't bother talking to a lot of people on here because that many people use people's names and come in on them and that, and then they get you talking and then they come in with rest of shit and like they've got you. They tricked you. It's a thingy from Canada who says that's why it goes go Leafs go. I don't know who they are. All ears. Oh, some got bored, didn't he, make his little names up. You're not going to come in with any more names? Come on.
Can you hear that? No, it's not the sound of distant Christmas bells. It's a beep, which must mean it's time to rack up those seconds for supermarket sweets. Weekdays at 3, start your engine.
The fact is, though, you're a grown man on here acting like a fool every day of your life. And my kids, who you go on about, have got more going off with their life and more stuff in their life than you wish you could have. You're just a turnip, that's all it is with you. Can you imagine what a life will become when Playroom ends? This thing. Can you imagine them? Just think it was great to come on at one point, this new stream and that. And then you'll get them all going, oh, it's dead on here now. It's fucking shit. No goes off on here anymore. Well, that's because some of them get fed up at listening to fucking same old shit. Groundhog Day bollocks of comment people put. None of them have got a brain cell to come in and have a decent chat. If you're about on my birthday in December, you'll be able to see my £100 birthday cake. I'll put on screen for you to have a look at. Alexa, play Greatest Hits Yorkshire.
Greatest Hits Radio West Yorkshire from Planet Radio.
I'm Jon Snow, and here are the headlines.
Alexa, turn down volume 3.
Is on Thursday, the 1st of December.
Whoa there, John. Coach Christmas here. Way too serious.
Of course, what am I thinking? Save the children's Christmas jumper.
Why do they bang on when you do a stream off here? Yeah, this is what I don't get. Why do they bang on about copyrights if you've got music in your background? But when you stream a game, the game has music in it. It's fucking stupid.
Greatest Hits Radio on digital radio, on the app, online, and on your smart speaker. Across West Yorkshire, this is Greatest Hits Radio.
Researchers think we could be entering a new era for Alzheimer's treatment after a drug was found to slow progress with the disease early on.
Cash converters in England. That's what that fake super day put. I don't know. What's cash converters? Is cash converter German? Don't know where it exists from. Is it American? I don't care. McDonald's doesn't exist from England. It came from America, didn't it? I think. You know, they had McDonald's and shit like that for about 10 years before England. But don't forget, America is classed as the fattest nation, you know, aren't they? But it doesn't matter who you are. You're going to eat what you're going to eat, or you're going to drink what you're going to drink, aren't you? So it doesn't matter whether you're skinny. You know, when you get these young teen lads, in, 17, 18, 19 and all that, like, yeah. They go, I eat loads, man, I've never seen it put weight on. Well, you've only got to just wait until you get older, and then you'll see if you're a lazy cunt and you don't do fuck all.
Teenagers being seriously injured after being hit by a car in Leeds. It happened on York Road just after 7 this morning. 14-year-old boy is being taken to hospital where he's said to be in a serious condition. In sport, England players have been given time off after their 3-0 victory against Wales at the World Cup took them into the knockout stages. Gareth Southgate's side will now face Senegal on Sunday. Rob Page's team are out after returning to the tournament for the first time in 64 years. And Robborough has said thank you to all those who've already signed up to the Robborough Leeds Marathon. Numbers have
We can all be lazy,
and the Leeds Rhinos
but trust me, I'm not. Far from.
Mission Christmas. Help us to make sure every child wakes up to a present this year. Another misty and foggy day across West Yorkshire, staying cloudy all day too, with highs of only 6. Right back to the latest on 9 News.
Kicking off, because we'll like this shit that's on telly.
And it really couldn't have come at a better time. But you know what? There's more you can win today. Details coming this hour, along with the top 10 at 10. 10 greatest hits, 1 year. Can you get the year?
I want to look, yeah. This is like a song for the gays, isn't it? I'm coming out. I want the world to know. Fuck off. I want to win tonight. Whoa. Lay down, man. Face off. Stand up. Stand up. Good girl. It's a bit cold. Ah, don't pull me beard, you little shit bag. I'll be back in a minute. Make myself a coffee and some milky. Cheeky little girl, cheeky little girl, cheeky little girl. Yes, you are, cheeky little girl. Gorgeous outfit. Yeah, hold on to the sofa there then. This way. Look at you. Come here. You've got all them pervy men on there. Wrong end. I'll be back in a minute. Ay, dragging me beard off. Maybe in the bathroom. Where you at? You're in John's? Yeah, I'm going to say now, I've just changed the ad. Is any other clothes for her? Don't know where they are. Oh, so I've got to go back up there? Yeah, you won't be long anyhow, right? See you soon. Love you, bye. Come here, Sienna.